Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 we have covered so far. Let's move toward Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about technology. Chapter 1 to 3 we have discussed about business. Now we are moving towards we'll discuss after the class. Okay. So chapter 4 about technology. Information technology and information system in business. In this chapter, we will learn about different technologies used in the business. And we will discuss about information system that are used in the business. What is the difference between IT and IS? Information technology mean IT and information system mean IS. Is there any difference between IT and IS? Or both words are having same meaning? What difference? Okay. What is then information system? Online students and Abia. Is there any difference between IT and IS? Mr. Sadiq, online student. Is there any difference between IT and IS? Yes, there is a difference between IT and IS. What is IT? IT means equipment, devices, mean hardware used to store, receive, process, and retrieve data and information. Data and information is called IT. In all the devices, equipments, hardware used to receive data information. After receiving, what we do, we store, we process, and we provide output. System provide output mean retrieving data information. It will be called IT. Mean IT includes only hardware. If we talk about IT mean only hardware, devices, equipments, computer system, radios, those are called IT. TV is called IT. Screens are called IT. While IS is a broader term. IS include hardware as well as software. The use of IT by people by using software is called IS. So IS mean hardware, mean IT, software, as well as people used to receive. After receiving, what we do, store. After storing, what we do, process and retrieve. What? Data and information. Is called IS. Mean IS is a broader term. IT is a part of IS. IT mean only hardware, technology, equipments. While IS include complete system, including hardware, including devices, including software. Even the people used in that system will also be part of IS, mean information system. What is the difference between data and information? What is the difference between data and information? Is there any difference between data and information? What's the difference? Data mean raw facts, figures that doesn't provide any meaning. Is called data. The arrangement of data or process of data that provide any meaning is called information. Like if suppose in a class there were 50 students, I collected the marks of 50 students and I recorded the marks of 50 students into a matrix. I recorded the marks of 50 students into a matrix like this. My pen is not working. Like I prepare the matrix like this. I recorded the marks 10, 20, 15, 17 like that. This is called data. I mean, these are the raw facts and figures that I have just collected. So this will be called data. It provides no meaning. It's just a raw facts figures table. When by using this data, I have calculated that there are 30 students who are having marks above 50%. There are 10 students who are having marks above 80%. There are 20 students who are having marks below 50% mean fail. So this meaningful form, processed form of data will be called information. So data doesn't provide any meaning, while information is a processed form of data through which we can get any meaningful form, through which we can make any decision, we can identify any results. So that will be called information. So we have differentiated between IT and IS, and we have differentiated between data and information. Data could be of two types, quantitative data or qualitative data. Quantitative means in terms of numbers. Qualitative means in terms of attributes. In terms of number will be quantitative, quantity, while qualitative in terms of quality. Average, good, bad. What is that? Qualitative data. And quantitative data could be discrete data or continuous data. A data that is a fixed number that will be called discrete. If we are providing data in a range form, that will be called continuous data. I can say average marks of students are 35%. This will be called discrete. If I say average marks of students fall between 35% to 38%, this will be called continuous, mean a range of data. Data could be either primary or secondary. Primary data, the data you have collected by yourself to make an analysis, that will be called primary data. And the data you have collected from someone else, some other organization, that will be called secondary data. Data that is directly relating to your decision making will be called primary data. And that data that is not directly relating to your decision making will be called secondary data. According to our book, primary data that you have collected by yourself, secondary that you have obtained from someone else, means they obtained for their purpose and you have obtained from them for using by yourself. That will be called secondary data. Information, what is information? The meaningful form of data, the processed form of data that provide meaning is called information. So information is vital. What is information? Is a data that has been processed in such a way that it has meaning to the person that receive it. Who many then use it to improve quality of their decision making. In organization, we use information for making a decision. Obviously, we collect data, we process it, convert it into information, and on the base of information, management can make decisions. They cannot make a decision based on the data. They have to convert it into meaningful form in information. Information is vital to an organization and is required both internally and externally. To make decision, management need internal information from within the organization, as well as management needs some external information outside the organization. Outside the organization from where? From the industry market, about competitors, about new law regulations, about customers, about new technological advancement, technological innovation, how we can use that innovative technology in our business. So management need information for decision making, not only internally, they need external information as well. Why management need information? Provide record both current and historic so that they can compare current with previous, whether things are improving, whether things are going down, especially the economical data mean relating to the economy, like GDP, they need to compare current with previous. Unemployment rate, they need to compare current with previous, so that by comparing, they can judge whether economy is improving or whether economy is going down, so that they can make a decision for their business. If economy is improving, this means there is a huge chance we can make more investment. There is a chance of expansion of business. If economy is decreasing, declining, this means we need to stop making investment for a while. Because if we make more investment, that will go into losses because economy is declining. So management use information, what is happening in the business, especially the internal information. Management use information, provide the basis for decision making in the short and long term. Mean on the basis of information, management can make their short term and long term plans. And monitor business performance by comparing the current year results with past, and they can prepare future forecast. What is forecast? How it can be prepared? What is forecast? How it can be prepared? Is budgeting. Forecast is budgeting, mean future plan. How it can be prepared? How it can be prepared?
Please elaborate the forecast. What does the meaning of forecast?
How forecast can be prepared? How budgets can be prepared? Budgets, forecast mean plan about future. How it can be prepared? It can be prepared on past records. Suppose in past 3 months, January, February, March, we have obtained the sale figure. Suppose in January, the sale was 100. In February, the sale was 110. And in March, the sale was 123. This means from here to here, sale increased by 10%. From here to here, sale increased by 11%. So based on this, we can prepare forecast for April. As our sale is increasing more than 10%, so we can say our April sale will be about 11 to 12% increase, mean that will be might be 134. So based on past and current, we can prepare future forecast, mean we analyze the trend in the past, and by applying that trend on current, we can analyze our future figures. So management need information, current, previous, internal, external. Why? To make their decision making, to make future plans. The information will be used by various third parties. Information not only used by management, other stakeholder also use the information. Shareholder use business information. to see whether their investment is growing or declining, whether they are going to receive more dividend in future or less dividend in future. Customer and supplier need information. Why customer need information about business? So that he can judge whether new products are coming in the future or not, whether future prices are going to be up or down. Why suppliers need information? So that he should know about what are your business future plan and accordingly what he need to supply to you. If suppose business performance is going down, supplier use this information. Why? He might struggle to receive money against carried goods in future. Obviously, if business will affect, supplier will also be. So employees also need information regarding the business because their whole life is attached to the organization. They need information about the organization performance, organization future plans, organization survival, current position. Government also need information, especially the financial information, whether business is paying a correct amount of tax or not. I mean, who are the users of information? Mainly management. Why? To prepare their short-term, long-term plan, to prepare their forecast, but other stakeholders also need information: shareholder, customer, suppliers, employees, comment. Whatever is the information, it must pass our following characteristics. Mean for a good information, effective information, it should pass these 8 characteristics called accurate. A stands for accurate. C stands for complete, C stands for cost, U stands for understandable, R stands for relevant, A stands for adoptable, T stands for timely, and E stands for easy to use. For our quality information, it must pass these 8 characteristics. Accurate means information must be accurate. There shouldn't be any errors. If any reports is produced by one department for top management to make decision, they are providing information that report should be correct. There shouldn't be any arithmetic or calculation errors. Otherwise, that information will not be a good information. Complete, the information must be complete, mean it should include all the facts and figures. If 50 students have attempted the test, a page providing results should include all the 50 students' results. If suppose there are 45 students' results, 5 students' results are missing, that information is not complete. It should be cost effective. Cost effective means obviously we will get any benefit by using the information. And to get that information, there must be a cost. So cost must be lower than the benefit. It should be cost effective. Cost effective means the benefit of using the information will be higher than the cost of obtaining the information. If cost is higher, then that information is not a good information. It doesn't say the information should be cheap. No, the benefit always outweigh the cost, mean will be more than the cost of obtaining the information. Then the information will be considered quality or good information. For a quality information, it must be understandable, mean if there are any difficult terminologies used, the meaning of those terminologies must be explained so that the person who is receiving the information, he can understand it. It should be relevant, mean the information should pass to the relevant person who need to use that information. If you are passing information to irrelevant person, so that information is not a quality or good information. It must be adoptable. Adoptable means according to the organization, according to the levels of the person where it is reaching. If a higher level information you are providing to lower level managers, that will not be considered quality or good information because it's not relevant to that. And it should be timely basis, mean information should be produced on timely basis. You are providing information for the current year to the management so that at the year end they can make plan for the future. If you are providing information to management in February rather than before year end being December, the management will not be able to make plan for the future properly. The information should be provided on timely basis. If company year end is 31st December, all the accounting information should be provided to the accounts department relating to 31st December must be till 31st December rather than after 31st December. We are providing information after 31st December, then the deadline is gone. And the information must be easy to use. Easy to use means should be communicated in a easy language so that a person can understand and easily use it. Mean there should be some information guideline how to use that information. So for a quality information, it must pass 8 characteristics: accurate, complete, cost effective, understandable, relevant, adaptable mean authoritative, timely, and easy to use. So let's move forward. They have differentiated IT and ICS. What is IT? Described any equipment concerned with the capture, mean receiving, storage, transmission, mean retrieving, and presentation processing of data. It is the hardware infrastructure that run the information system, mean is a part of IS. This include desktop computer, laptop, servers, printers, hard drives used by the organization, mean all the hardwares. What is IS? Refers to the management, mean people, and provision of information to support the running of the organization, mean combination of hardware, software, people to receive, process, store, retrieve data and information. We have learned in chapter 2 that like there are 3 levels of management: strategic level, tactical level, and operation level. Who are involved at strategic level? Top level management. What do? They prepare long-term plans, long-term strategies of the business. Tactical level mean middle managers. They prepare short-term plan, mean up to 1 year like budgets. Operational level mean lower management where day-to-day plans are made. Our transactions can be recorded at the lower level at operational level. In the similar manner, in organization, information systems are used at 3 levels. The information system that is used by top management at strategic level will be called strategic information system. The information system that is used by middle managers to make short-term decision will be called tactical information system. And the information system used by lower management for day-to-day planning or for recording transactions that will be called operational information system. And they have differentiated. The time horizon means strategic information will focus on long-term strategies while operational information will focus on immediate mean day-to-day planning. Level of detail, the strategic information system will be providing summarized information. While at operation level, you record all the transactions. So that will be detailed information. And through that detail, only a summary will be provided to top management. Like you have collected the data of 50 students test. You have marked the test and collected the marks. What you will provide to top management out of 50, 30% student secured passing marks. That's enough. Not the complete data. So at a strategic level, the information used is summarized form, while at the operation level is a highly detailed. Strategic level make short-term, long-term decisions. And to make those long-term decisions, they need information, and the information could be internally as well as they need information from externally. More properly, they need external information about the competitors, about the industry market, about the economy, about the new innovations. While at operation level, they are involved in their daily task to managing routine within the organization, and they need only internal information rather than external. They have no concern with external information. At the operational level, employees want certainty. Certainty means everything should be under control. While strategic level, they accept some kind of uncertainty. Uncertainty means something new, different than routine. They want to face different risk in the market because higher the risk, higher will be the return. That's why they accept some kind of uncertainty. While at operation level, employees want certainty, mean everything should be in control. There shouldn't be anything new. Everything should be in routine. At operational level, they require information on frequent basis, regular basis. While top management require information when they make two decisions, probably at the year end or twice in a year, when they make to prepare long-term plans. So information required by strategic level is infrequent, while information required by operation level will be frequent, mean routine, regular basis. So these are the differences between strategic, tactical, and operational. And they have explained again, operation level programmable decisions with the specific inputs, outputs. So now we are moving towards learning different system that used in the business, different IT based system that used in the business. So there are three levels of organization management: strategic, tactical, and operational. Now we are moving towards learning different IT based system that work in the organization. One system that is used at operation level will be called TPS. TPS stands for Transaction Processing System. TPS stands for Transaction Processing System. One system that is used by top management at strategic level will be called EIS, Executive Information System. TPS stands for Transaction Processing System. While EIS stands for Executive Information System. And one system that is used at a tactical level by managers will be called MIS, Management Information System. And other system that is used at tactical level by managers is called DSS, Decision Support System. What is TPS, Transaction Processing System? This is a system that will record and process routine transactions. TPS will record and process routine transactions. Where transactions will be recorded at operation level. EIS, Executive Information System, is a system that is used by top management at strategic level to make long-term plans, long-term strategies. I mean, this is a system that provide internal as well as external information to top management so that they can make long-term strategies. I mean, this system will provide internal within the organization as well as external mean industry market information to the top management so that they can make long-term strategies. Mean this system is like a Google dashboard where different news are coming about the industry market and management are taking the information relevant to them so that they can make long-term strategies. MIS is the same like EIS that is used by technical manager as well as strategic managers, but it is internal focus only rather than external. And it is linked with the TPS. Mean from TPS, the reports will be provided to MIS. And through MIS, internal information management can make a short-term decision at a technical level and long-term decision at strategic level. It is connected with TPS. So what is the difference between EIS and MIS? Internal as well as external focused, while MIS is only internal focused. The information provided by MIS is historical. Historical mean current plus previous. Historical mean current plus previous. While the information provided by EIS is a forward looking mean relating to future. Historical mean current plus previous, so that based on current and previous information, management can see whether things are improving or going downward. While EIS is a forward looking, is about future, mean preparing forecast, preparing future plans. It's not historical based, means not focusing on past results. It's focusing on future innovation, future advancement, mean what is going to be happen in the industry in the future. So can we differentiate between TPS that is used at operation level to record and process routine transaction, and TPS is linked with MIS, who uses MIS top management as well as middle management for making their strategies, for making their plans. And MIS is internal focused. It provides reports taking through TPS, and it's a historical based, mean providing current as well as previous data. While EIS is a system that is used by top management for making long-term plan, and EIS is internal as well as external focused and is a forward looking rather than historical. The third system that is called a DSS, decision support system, is used by technical managers for making short-term planning. Is similar to Microsoft Excel, where there are different fields, different columns, different rows. There is a formula bar so that management can make a future prediction based on the calculation of data. And every organization is having their own DSS, mean this is unique to organization, and one organization DSS cannot be used in any other organization. Is designed according to operation system of one organization, and one organization DSS cannot be used in any other organization, means this is bespoke. What is meant by bespoke? Specially designed for a particular organization, also called tailored made. Mean made for a particular organization internal processes only. So let's discuss about these three systems. So at operation level, TPS is used. At technical level, MIS is used. And at a strategic level, EIS is used. Let's discuss these in more detail. TPS, transaction processing system. A TPS records all the daily transactions of the organization and summarize them so they can be reported on a routine basis. Record and process. Transaction processing system are used mainly by operational managers to make basic decision, day-to-day, weekly decision. Example include sale, marketing system, recording sale transactions, purchase department system that record the purchases, inventory department system that update the inventory. What is MIS? Management Information System converts data from TPS into information for technical managers. This information will be designed to help them monitor performance, maintain coordination, and provide background information about the organization operation, mean internal focused, providing reports on internal operations of the business. And the MIS will be used for both historic, mean current, as well as past, so that management can compare results and make decisions. DSS, decision support system, is a computer system that helps decision maker with a semi or unstructured decision, mean not long-term, short-term decisions, where there is a high degree of uncertainty, known facts that may affect the decision. Short-term decision means preparing budgets, and budgets are always uncertain. They might not be achieved as it is because these are future guesses. A DSS drawn on both internal information about the organization from the TPS and external information about the market's economic growth, etc. A DSS will be tailored made to the requirement of the organization. In one DSS of organization cannot be used in any other organization. It is specific to that organization. And the system that is purely designed for top management is EIS, Executive Information System, that can receive internal as well as external information, that is forward looking rather than historical based. So EIS system provides strategic managers with a flexible access to information from entire business as well as relevant information from the external environment. Mean not only receiving internal reports, it also helps the top management to receive external environment in industry market information. The EIS enables senior management to easily model the entire business by training it into useful summarized reports. This information can then easily be distributed to key staff members so that management can share with other staff members. So we have discussed the four systems: TPS, MIS, EIS, and DSS. Now we are moving towards the fifth system, that is called expert system. What is expert system? Is an artificial intelligence system that work just like human beings. Expert human being. How we being a human being make decisions based on different experiments, different past records, different learning. If things will move this way, we will decide this. If things will move this way, we'll decide this. In the similar manner, this expert system work like human being. Mean different scenarios, different algorithms will be entered into the system. Different conditions will be entered into the system. And the problem will be entered into the system, and system will provide the solution based on the already data that has been fed into the system. And these are much faster and accurate than human being. Human being can resolve one problem at a time. This expert system is like a robotic system. It can handle more problems at a time. Human being expert can work 8 hours a day. This expert robotic system can work 24 hours a day and is more accurate than human being. Always provide a correct results. Mean robotic system, artificial intelligence is called expert system. Mean even a non-expert people can make expert decision by using this expert system. Nowadays, AI tool, artificial intelligence, is expert system that is having all the data information around the world collected into the system. And if you put any query, they will provide you the results based on the data that have been entered into the system. So expert system hold specialist expert knowledge and allow non-expert to interrogate the system for information, advice, and recommended decisions. This is not part of normal hierarchy of information system and will be used by employees at all level of the organization, not strategic, at all level, though they are expensive, but can be used at all level of the organization because robotic systems are expensive. Expert systems are widely used in technical or complex areas such as used in the legal field. Mean if you put any of the problem into the system, they will provide you the legal solution of that problem. Rather than you are going to any lawyer explaining your problem and the lawyer will provide you solution after looking the provision law provisions in the book. This system is already having all the provisions data and they will be providing guidance, decision making regarding any legal issues. We can resolve taxation issues with this system. We can resolve banking issues with this system, or we can use this system in medicine as well. All the devices that are attached to a patient in a ICU that are monitoring their heart rate, something like that, and putting on the screen, those are called expert system. In the past, there were doctors that put a hand over there and check whether everything is going fine or not. Okay, open your mouth, show your tongue. They will see whether everything is fine or not. Now they are machine and the machine has been attached to the patient, either finger, either the arm, and the machine will provide the information about your health. So those are called expert system. So where expert system can be used in law, legal field, in taxation, in banking, even in medical field. So we have discussed about 5 systems. Where TPS is used, at what level TPS is used? Operation level. Where MIS will be used? Tactical as well as strategic. EIS will be used strategic level. DSS will be used tactical level. Expert system can be used at all levels. At all levels. Now we are moving towards the different software application that business use. I mean, what are the different software that business use? Out of those software, there is a software called spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is Microsoft Excel, where there are different columns. Rows mean cells. In cells, you enter the data. There is a formula bar so that you can make calculation. And based on the columnar form data, you can produce graphs as well. Yeah. So spreadsheets are designed to analyze data and sort list of items, not for long-term storage. Obviously, for long-term storage, you require memory. A spreadsheet should be used for crunching numbers and storage of single list of items. And there include graphic function that allow for quick reporting and analysis. Mean you can make graphs by using the spreadsheets. The advantage of spreadsheets are that they are relatively easy to use. Require little training to get started with, and most managers are familiar with them because either they have studied or they have used somewhere. However, disadvantages are that data must be copied multiple times to maintain it in spreadsheet data files. Mean one file to other, we need to copy paste the data. Data cannot be transferred from one file to other. Spreadsheet lack details, sorting and querying ability, and they are unable to effectively identify data errors. Like in a word, you can put only a word and that can highlight all the words relating to that searched. But in spreadsheet, you cannot find data relating to a particular word like in a Microsoft Word. So this is the disadvantage. They can be sharing violation among users wishing to view or change data at the same time. Mean unauthorized people can change the data, and through change of data, all the calculations will be changed. Spreadsheets are often restricted to a finite number of records that can be taken up a large amount of hard drive space for storage data. Obviously, spreadsheet files contain more memory space. So these are some disadvantages. What are the other software that are used in the organization is called database. What is database? Is like Google Drive, where you can store your data. Not only you can store your data, you can retrieve your data by sitting any place in the world. And data that you store on the database will be secure. Obviously, you can access data by using your password. Without password, you cannot access the data through database. So database is organized collection of data generally stored and accessed electronically. Generally stored and accessed electronically. From a computer system, it is most suited to large amount of raw data, especially where two or more users share same information. Like in organization, if the same data has been used by 15 different users, you can store in one computer and share with other. They can use data from the database. You don't need to store data in 15 different computers. The most important benefit gained by using database is the ease of reporting and sharing data. And database require little or no duplication of data between information tables. Mean in one computer, you can store data and share with others. Changes made to the data do not corrupt the program. For example, all the cell level of spreadsheet where calculations are running. If in a database, you have stored the data from your computer and you have allowed only read-only files, other user can only use the data, but that cannot change the data. So database offer better security to restrict user from accessing privileged information and from changing code information in the program. But there are some disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? The user is required to learn a new system. If there is a new database, user need to learn. And from a company perspective, database require greater investment in training and software. I mean, to store data and to share data with others, you need different hardware, different software. And the initial time and cost of migrating all of the data to a new database could be significant if you want to store huge amount of data in database. So we are learning about different software that used in the organization. Spreadsheet, database, accountancy package. Accountancy package could be like a Tally, could be like a QuickBook, could be like a Zoho, nowadays widely used. So these are the three software that are widely used, especially in UA market. And these software help the organization employee to not only record, to process and summarize the data quickly. You just enter the accounting entry, they will prepare the journal, they will prepare the ledger, and through a button you can produce financial statements. Mean you don't need to prepare the financial statements. The accounting software that are fast, that are accurate. Through this, you can produce financial statements quickly. So many business choose to utilize a specialized software package that record and process individual transactions within the business rather than relying on manual records. These accounting packages are often designed to automatically provide year-end accounts and management reports when required. There are some advantages: rapid, quick recording of transactions, lower likelihood of mistake, mean there will be no mistakes, accuracy of calculation, and rapid production of financial statements. Through a single click button, you can produce financial statements quickly. But there are some disadvantages. Require training how to use the software. You need to buy the software and install into the system to use it. And may be unnecessary for small business because these softwares are ready-made. So there might be some features that are not available in your organization. So might be you are using some feature, but other features you are not using, but you have to pay for the complete software. What is computerization? Performing business operation with the help of technology, computers, like using spreadsheet, using database, using accounting package. This is called computerization. What are the advantages of computerization? Computerization have changed the economy, have changed the industry. The value of computer system is handling and processing data cannot be underestimated. Computers have revolutionized information system in following areas: speed, accuracy, volume mean more data you can manage, complex data you can process quickly, and through less cost you can process the data and you can present through reports produced by the system. You don't need to produce the report by yourself. So these are the different advantages of by using software mean computer in the business organization. Now there are some topics that have been included newly into this paper. Those were not before. In past, the previous attempt, ACCA has included these topics. Cloud computing. Cloud computing means computing over the internet. Computing over the internet means Google Drive, in which you can store data for security purpose. From that drive, you can share different software, you can share different files, different folders with each other. Even people are sitting in other part of the world, you can also share software, files, folders with them. That is called cloud computing, mean computing over the internet. That is available in your mobile phone as well, where you can store data on cloud drive. Cloud drive means data is stored somewhere in the world, but you don't know where it is stored. It's not stored in your computer. So cloud computing is computing based on the internet. Cloud computing uses a network of remote servers being far anywhere in the world on the internet to store, manage, and process rather than using a local server or a personal computer. It avoids the need for software application servers and services stored on physical computers. You don't need to store data in your physical computer. If it is in cloud drive, you can access by using any system by sitting in any place of the world. If it is in your system, you can only have access by using that system only. But through cloud, you can access data by sitting anywhere in the world by using any of the computing device. Benefits of cloud computing to the organization: store and share data, on-demand self-service. Whenever you want to access data, you can access. Flexibility, either you can work from home, either you can work from office, either you can work from any part of the world. Collaboration means you can combine data of your different branches, though they are working in different parts. More compactity means through this you can have access quickly to the data. If you are having quick access to the data, you can make a quick decision. And by making quick decision, you can perform better than compactor. Because nowadays, only those companies will be surviving better than competitor who are making quick decisions, who are adopting new things quickly than before the competitors. So by using cloud computing, you can have quick access to the data. Through this quick access, you can make quick decisions that will help you to gain competitive advantage over competitors. Easier scaling, you can easily scale the data. Scale means you can store any size of data, any volume of data. Even you can differentiate data, like picture will be stored separate, figures will be stored separate, videos will be stored separate, so that you can find data easily. And reduce maintenance, you don't need to maintain the system because the maintenance will be provided by the storage provider, cloud drive provider. This will be secure. And you can use this cloud storage as a backup. If in your system the data is corrupted or hacked or destroyed, you can take backup from the cloud storage. And disaster recovery, in case of disaster mean if suppose your computer system data has been hacked or destroyed by virus, so you can recover from cloud computing easily. You can recover from cloud computing easily. This will be called disaster recovery. And data will be more secure. Data will be more secure because the cloud security will provide the security as well. Just give me a minute, please. Online students, you there? Have a listen your voice. Online students who are there today? Sadiq, Abhinaya Mani. Hello,
Yes, sir.
you are there. Not sleeping
Yes,
in a.
yes, sir.
Sadiq, are you there? G01K8. It's fine now. So we have learned some advantages of cloud computing. Examiner can make MCQs in which they can provide one of the line and three other irrelevant lines and can ask you what is the advantage of cloud computing, tick that. Or might be they have provided three advantages and one other line and can ask you which is not advantage of cloud computing, tick that. What is artificial intelligence, AI? Artificial intelligence, AI is a robotic system in which different algorithms, different scenarios have been entered by human beings. And then this artificial intelligence, means robotic system, will be used for making complex decision like expert decision that only human beings can deploy. Even you can use artificial intelligence for the decision that even not a human being can solve that. It's a machine learning process that you need to be keep up to date on regular basis. You need to put the new information on regular basis into the system so that you can resolve problems according to up to date knowledge. Just like human being learn different scenarios, different algorithms, different material, you are going to put all the scenarios, algorithm, material into this software. And then this software will be used for taking decision resolving problems. So artificial intelligence is an area of science that focus on creation of intelligent machines such as robots that can think, work, and react like humans. For example, machines that can facilitate voice recognition, problem solving, learning, and planning like Apple and Siri system used in Apple iPhone. Amazon and Alexa. Another example is a Facebook and its a process of recommending new friends. Like nowadays, your mobile listen to you. Whatever you are talking with other, after a few moments, if you open your Facebook, you will be having ads relating to that issue. This is called artificial intelligence that is already installed into your mobile phone.
They are also robots.
Yeah, you will be having advertisement relating to those products automatically. This is called artificial intelligence. AI and accounting. In accounting, even artificial intelligence is used nowadays. In accounting, artificial intelligence is used nowadays, like for different accountancy issues. You can take help, guidance from artificial intelligence software. Because all the accounting standard rules has been entered into the system. And by using that data, system is replying to your queries. So in the financial field, the use of AI is still its very early stage. AI bring about many opportunities for accountant to improve their efficiency and deliver more value to business. In the longer term, AI create opportunity for more extensive development as the system increasing carry out decision-making tasks that would otherwise done by human beings. I mean, they can perform calculation much quicker than human being. Now moving towards another topic called big data. What is big data? The large amount of data that organization using nowadays is called big data. Especially those business who are operating online business. They need to store all the information relating to your customer, all the information relating to their employees. Suppose in last 10 years, which customer have made what order, they need to keep record of that. In last 10 years, what were the salaries they have paid to their employees, they need to record of them. And the record of those customer employees data will be called big data. I mean the large amount of data that organization use, process, store is called big data. And organization need to manage that big data. If they fail to manage that big data, they will be in trouble. Based on this big data, like customer record especially, they can make their future decisions. Based on the information of customer order, they can realize what product we need to launch in the future. What were the customer preferences? They need to prepare their advertisement according to process of that data. They can make a future decision based on the big data that they have hold in their system. So big data is a term for a collection of data that is so large that is become difficult to store and process using traditional database applications. Example of data that input into big data system could include social network traffic, web server logs, streamed audio content, banking transaction, web page histories, and contents. Like Netflix have over 120 million users worldwide who watch billion of hours of program a month, but they need to keep record of them. Whenever a user open his account, they should show his past record. They should open the video where you last time stopped that. They are managing 120 million user data. Where? Basically in a system. They need huge memory space. They need fast processing powers so that they can manage the data. According to Garner, big data can be described using 3 V's. I mean, there are 3 V's feature of big data. Or the company who are using big data, they need to consider 3 V's, not 3 V's. There is another 4th V's. What are the 3 V's? Volume, variety, and velocity. Volume means the companies who are using big data, they need to manage large memory space to hold the data. If they fail to manage large memory space, they will be failed to manage the big data. Because if suppose your memory is short and there is an important data that you have to capture in any way, and you have no memory, what you will do? You will delete some of the previous data to capture that important data. It could be that data you have deleted was more important than what you have captured. In that manner, you will be losing something. That's why the organization who are using big data, they have to manage large memory space available all the time in their organization so that they can capture new data easily. Otherwise, they will be failed to manage big data. They have to manage variety. The data you are receiving is of unstructured, mean mixture of facts, figures, pictures, videos, something like that. but you need to manage the data separately. The picture will be in the picture folder, the video will be in the video folders, the Word files will be in the Word files, the Excel file will be in the Excel folder, so that in case of search, you can make search quickly and make decision quickly. If you are not sorting the data separately, storing the data separately, not structuring the data separately, you will be having trouble in case of finding a particular data. For that arrangement, they need to use different software. And there is a software called Apache Hadoop that is used to structure the data. Mean you can manage your data structure wise by using that software. And the organization using big data have to focus on velocity. Velocity means speed. Speed of what? Processing as well as internet speed. If you're performing online business, you need quick, high speed internet connection so that you can perform transaction quickly. If you are stuck due to slow internet speed with one transaction, you might be losing transactions of other customers. They will not wait for your system responding. You need high speed processing powers as well, so that you can quickly process the data. And high speed processing is also depend upon your large capacity of the RAM as well. What is RAM? Random access memory. Mean the data that you are currently processing in your system will be held temporarily into the RAM. If your RAM capacity is more, this means at the moment you can hold more data in the RAM rather than in the hard disk. If your RAM capacity is short, this means your RAM capacity is 1 GB and you need to process 5 GB data at the moment. The remaining 4 GB data will be stored in the hard disk that will be moving again and again to RAM for processing. And if they will be moving again and again, this will affect your processing speed. Online students, please stop your mic because there is so much noise coming from you. So the organization who are using big data, they need to focus on 3 V's: volume, variety, and velocity. Volume means they need to manage large memory space. Variety, they need to structure data, need different software. And velocity, to manage and process large amount of data, they need a high processing power, processors, high RAM capacity, as well as they need high speed internet connection. Online students, please stop your mic. Whose mic is on? Sadiq Ali Muhammad. Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Not only they need to focus on 3 V's, there is another V called veracity. Veracity means truthfulness. What does that mean? Sometimes you are receiving data from other sources, either through emails, either through messages, either through USB. You need to make sure you are receiving that data from reliable sources. So veracity means reliability. Because if you are receiving any affected data, that is virus affected, and you store that data into your system where your all other data are stored, so that virus affected data can destroy all the data available in your system. So virus affected file, any hackers can have access to the data stored in your system. And if in your system you are having data about your customer payment details, especially credit, debit card detail, So hacker can use that card detail. You will be liable for your customer. So to manage big data, you not only need to focus on volume, variety, velocity, you also need to focus on veracity, mean truthfulness, reliability, mean the source where you are getting the data. You need to make sure that source is reliable. There is no wrong data coming into your system. And for that, you must need some antivirus installed into the system so that the affected data can be highlighted by the antivirus and you can remove that data. You should stop that data to enter into your system. What are the benefits of big data? Through big data, you can drive innovation, mean by using customer information, by performing different analysis of past order of customers, you will be able to find what your customer actually want so that you can innovate your product according to that information. By using big data, you can gain competitive advantage. Obviously, you are using customer information. Through this, you can make a better decision. Through innovation, you are performing better than competitor, having competitive advantage over competitor, and improving productivity. If you are managing big data properly, this will help to improve productivity, mean your business efficiency will be improved. Big data is a changing accounting practice and way we undertake audit engagement, mean is used in accounting as audit firm. Mean big data, through big data, you can prepare management accounts. Management accounts are internal management purpose. You can prepare financial accounts, you can produce different reports, and you can even take help in audit field as well by using the big data of the organization. Now moving towards another topic called blockchain. What is blockchain technology? What is blockchain technology? Suppose we made a WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, there is one admin computer, one admin system, and there are other users. If suppose this main admin system is sharing a file that will be shared with all these users. This means that a file will be stored in all the users. If any hacker just hack the admin system and try to alter that file, so that file will be altered in the admin users. Will that be altered in other users system as well? No. Mean the file will be protected, will not be altered in other system users because it has already been processed in that system. So this technology is called blockchain technology. Mean through this technology, a user can access the data of one computer and alter that, but cannot be altering the other computer's data. Like WhatsApp is called a blockchain technology, is using a blockchain technology. So what is a blockchain has been described as a decentralized. Decentralized mean you have shared the file to other computers, so other computers are also have processed that, stored that file. Distributed and public digital record ledger that is used to record transaction across many computers, so that past records cannot be altered without altering subsequent block and consensus of the network. So that any hacker just hack one computer, he can alter the file in one computer only, but cannot alter in other computers. Mean from other computer, you can recover that file, correct the file easily. A simpler definition of blockchain is that it is a technology that allows transactions to be recorded in a chain of events, the detail of which are publicly available to all users on the network are distributed public digital ledger All parties to the network have a copy of the open ledger distributed and can validate transaction decentralized. For example, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency operate in this technology. Mean in a Bitcoin cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is used. That is managing all the Binance account of different users. Key features of blockchain technology. In a blockchain system, transactions are recorded by a number of participants using a network which operates via the internet. Mean all the user can share files with each other. The same records are maintained by a number of different parties. As a transaction is ended, it is recorded by not just two parties, but instead by all of the parties that make up the overall chain. This can happen because all of the records in the blockchain are publicly available and distributed across everyone that is part of that network. When a transaction takes place, for example, between a buyer and seller, the detail of that deals are recorded by everyone in block the value, the time, the date, and details of those parties involved. Nowadays, online buying, selling using blockchain technology so that the transaction cannot be altered after that. All of the ledgers that make up the blockchain are updated in the same way, and it takes the agreement of all participants in a chain to update their ledger for transaction to be accepted. So we can understand what is blockchain technology. What are the benefits of blockchain technology? The main benefits is security. Because if a hacker just hack one system, he cannot having access to other system files. He cannot change files in other system. If anyone attempt to interfere with the transaction, it will be rejected by those networks parties taking up the blockchain, whose role is to verify the transaction. If one party disagree, transaction will not be recorded. The relevance of blockchain technology in accountants mean nowadays, even in accounting, blockchain technology is used, especially regarding the accuracy and storage of accounting data into the system. Nowadays, different multinational companies are operating around the world. One branch data is processed in head office on daily basis. So they are using blockchain technology so that data cannot be altered after that by any unauthorized employee. So blockchain provides an unalterable, transparent record of all accountancy relating data within the accountancy profession. Blockchain can provide the following benefits: reduce the cost of maintaining reconciling ledger, because technology will all automatically compare ledger with each other. Provide absolute certainty over the ownership and history of assets, existence of obligation, and measurement of amounts owned by a business. Mean you can maintain history of different transactions that have been recorded into the system. Frees up time to allow staff to focus on other responsibilities such as planning, valuation, reporting, etc., rather than record keeping, because record can be kept accurately and secured by the system through blockchain technology. I think this is the last topic of this chapter. Yes. After this chapter, we will have a break. Cyber security. Cyber security means security over the internet. Cyber security means yeah, these all topics are new. Cyber security, security over the internet. Obviously, these are new topics, so exam paper will be having a question relating to these topics must. So cybersecurity is the protection of the internet connected system, including hardware, software, and data from cyber attacks. Cyber attack means attack from the attack through viruses or attack from the hackers. What are the different hackers attack to the system? Malware. Malware is a virus type that will be come to your system and will create duplicate copies of one file that is capturing the memory of your system. that will be shifted to other files and making multiple copies of virus affected file. So that virus is called malware. Phishing means a virus that is coming through email or through a message is called phishing. Malware is a virus that can be transferred from hard drive from USB one computer to another. But phishing is a virus that enters into the computer through a message or through a email. In email, you have received an affected file, and if you open that file has spread to your computer's other data, and either the hacker is capturing all the data or that file is affecting other files in the system. So virus coming through emails or messages is called phishing. Denial of service include when you are working on your system. Suppose you have opened one website and there are multiple websites automatically opening again and again. That is stopping you to perform your work. That kind of virus is called denial of service. Mean opening different pop-up menus in your system. So that kind of virus is called denial of service attack. What is a man in the middle attack? Man in the middle attack is a virus or a hacker software that silently stealing or watching your password that you are sometimes entering into a website. I mean, what hackers do? They built a similar website that you normally use. And while you are entering the password, they are watching that password and they can steal that password for misuse. So that is called man in the middle attacks. What is that? A method by which hackers manage to interpose themselves secretly between the user and a web service that they are trying to access. For example, an attacker might set up a Wi-Fi network with a login screen designed to mimic a hotel network. Once a user log in, the attacker can harvest any information. In the past days, like 20 years before, when there was no internet connection at home, people use internet in a internet cafes. I mean, there were different computers and you are paying hourly basis rate by using the internet on that computer. And those all computers were normally connected to the main server, the cafe owner. Whatever you are doing on your computer, the main server can easily see, can easily watch. Even sometimes cafe owners make big fraud. Like if you are entering your debit card detail to buy something online, they might hack those information and misuse after that. So that is called man in the middle attack. I mean, they are watching what you are doing, especially your any sensitive information like a password, your credit debit card detail, they are seeing and they can misuse those information after that. So malware is a virus, could be Trojan horse virus or worm. Worm means that spread to different files, and Trojan horse that copy multiple files. And phishing is a virus that enter into the system through email or message. Denial of service attack, a virus that will open different pop-up menu. And man in the middle, a person through a network accessing your system and watching what you are doing and secretly stealing your important information. Protection of IT system and software within a business. This is nothing new. We have already learned. From natural disaster like a fire or flood, suppose your system destroyed through fire, your system destroyed through flood, all the data destroyed, what you need to do, you need to take backups of your data on daily basis especially. And those backups should not be kept in your office. You need to take those backup hard drives to your home while leaving the office. So that if for next day might be your system destroyed through fire or flood, so you can recover the backup data from the hard drive that you have taken to your home. Malfunction mean there could be misuse of hardware software. For that, you need high security. To avoid the virus, you need to install antivirus into the system. To avoid the hackers, what you need to do? What you need to do? Again, install the antivirus. Install the antivirus, paid antivirus. That will not ask whether you're gonna open this file or not. Those antivirus that doesn't ask, just remove that file from the system without asking. Otherwise, any innocent employee might say, okay, yes, open it. Not innocent, stupid employee. Electronic eavesdropping. For example, user accessing private information not intending for them mean unauthorized access to the system can be avoided by having a strong password on the system. Even password can be stolen. So you need to update the password after a week, after 15 days. Or nowadays, there are some other strong security measures like thumb impression or retina recognition face ID that cannot be stolen. And there could be some human errors while entering data into the system. How you can eliminate these human errors? Suppose you are entering some accounting very sensitive data into the system and there could be one error cost you so much loss. How you can avoid that? The same data should be entered into the system twice by two different operators. System should compare both data. If they are same, system should accept any one data and process it. If they are not same, system should reject it, ask the user to enter again. Because if same data is entering into the system by one operator twice, he can make that mistake twice. But if two different users entering the same data, they cannot make similar mistake. So through this, you can avoid human errors before entering wrong data into the system. So after the break, we will discuss some MCQs relating to this chapter and we'll move forward towards next chapter. So let's take a 15 minutes break. Everybody's there? So what we have covered in this chapter 4. We have covered difference between data and information. Who are the users of information? Qualities of good information. Difference between IT and IS. 3 levels of management information system. And different types of information system that are used in the organization: TPS, EIS, MIS, DSS, and expert system. And different software packages that are used in the business organization: spreadsheet, database, accounting packages. What is cloud computing? Its benefits: artificial intelligence, big data. Its 4 features, mean 4 V's. Advantages of big data. What is blockchain technology? Key features. Benefit of a blockchain: cyber security. Different types of viruses that affect the system. Now moving towards MCQs relating to chapter 4. Consider the following statement. Good information must be obtained cheaply. No, must be cost effective rather than cheaply. Information consists of raw facts and figures which have been recorded but not yet processed into useful form. So this is data rather than information. Which one is correct? Question number 2. XYZ PLC is considering setting up a new IT system. It needs the system to provide both internal and external information. To help the strategic management, top management monitor the performance of the entire business. So which system is used by top management that provides internal, external EIS? Number 3. Consider the following statement. Expert system tend to be very expensive. Obviously, robotic system are expensive, meaning that their use is restricted to strategic level staff only. No, expert system can be used at any level. Each decision support system, DSS, tends to be tailored to the organization that operates it. Yes, that is unique. That is unique, tailor-made decision support system, DSS. Which one is correct? Number 4. Which of the following is not an advantage that database have over spreadsheet? Less training required. Better security. Database is better secure. Is advantage of database over spreadsheet, because in database you can save data secure. Less duplication of information. Yes, you don't need to duplicate information. Greater ease of sharing information. So all these 3 are advantages of a database over spreadsheet. Which one is not advantage of a database? Mean this is advantage of spreadsheet. What is that? Less training is required because staff are already familiar with spreadsheets. Try to understand the requirement. In which one is not advantage of database? Mean advantage of spreadsheet. Number 5. He has to analyze the historic result for his business over the last 10 years. They have to analyze last 10 year results. He wishes to represent the information using a series of graphs that can show to potential investors. We need to prepare graphs. Which software application would be most appropriate for T to use? Which software we can use to analyze data by using graphs? Mean we can prepare graphs as well. Database. No, in database we only store the data. Accounting package. This is used for accounting spreadsheet. Desktop publishing, no. Number 6. Which of the following scenarios are best suited to maximize the benefit of using cloud technology? An organization that does not want to sacrifice security or make changes to their management practice, but need additional resources for test and development of new solution. For security is fine. Or to make changes to their management practice? No, through database, you will change management practice. Be an organization that requires minimal security over their data and has a large existing infrastructure that is capable of handling future needs. Yes, for this, you need database. But you see, a small startup business focused primarily on short-term projects and has minimal security policies. No, for small, you don't need to bear the cost of database. An organization whose IT infrastructure is underutilized. If IT infrastructure is underutilized, you can utilize that. You don't need database to store additional data. What's the correct option? Number 7. Can you answer number 7? B or D?
No, C.
What was phishing? Virus coming through emails as well as message. You receive an email from an acquaintance who you are really in contact with that contain only a web link. Email. You got an email that appears to be from your bank asking you to enter your account number and password. The webs look unfamiliar, and you received a message. Let's discuss MCQs now. Kit. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. 47. Big data contains both financial and non-financial data. Yes. Cloud computing allows storage and accessing of data programs over the internet instead on the computer's hard drive. Computing over the internet. Yes. 48 spreadsheet packages are primarily used to analyze and sort data. Yeah, you can sort, you can analyze data too. 49 company has recently commissioned a report into the potential sale of a prototype product that it has developed. And they have received a sale report of new product. The report is extremely detailed and filled with jargons. Jargons mean slang terms that people cannot understand easily. The management of you are finding it difficult to follow the report's finding and they are not understanding it properly. Which of the following criteria of good quality information is not being met by this report? Relevant, complete, accurate, or understandable? Understandability, obviously, jargons used, slang terms used. 50. Which of the following is a reasonable drawback using a database? Any system failure may cause widespread disruption and loss of information. Yes. It is difficult for two people to use it at the same time. No. The quantity of information is limited. No. Cost of setting it up often outweigh the benefits of using it. No. Benefits are more, cost is less. So A option. 51. Which of the following is an advantage of using an accounting package over a manual accounting system? Setup costs tend to be lower? No. will be higher. Recording transaction is usually faster. Yes. What are the others? Detailed training is usually required. Better for small business with low volume of transactions. No, there is low volume. You can manage manual. So B is the correct option. 52. Blockchain technology presents the possibility of an accounting ledger that can be continuously updated and verified without the threat of being altered. Yes, data can be created into different computers and that cannot be altered afterward. Phishing is a type of computer virus. No, this is a email. 53. You need to identify which one is they are explaining, either DSS, expert or MIS. This system type converts data from a transaction processing system into information for monitoring performance and maintain coordination, in which produce internal reports taken from the TPS, MIS. When the government authority at the end of the tax year send thousands of notifications to people with an estimate of the tax they need to pay, these letters are likely to be produced by this system type, expert system. 54. FFK company is a small manufacturing company supplying wholesale customer who order goods by phone. The company selling wholesale products, taking order through phone. It operates from one site and has its own internal accounts department. Labels for good to be dispatched are printed on site and the goods are then collected by a local courier service for delivery. In company produce label of products, put on the products and then deliver through courier company. Inventory levels for key components are monitored electronically, mean through computer system online, and suppliers receive automatic notification when deliveries are required. Means supplier checking your inventory balance online. If there is a low inventory, they will send you the goods. Based on the information provided, which one of the following features of FFK company's business model are most likely to expose them to cybersecurity threat? Where IT system is used, either in ordering, dispatching, delivering, or ordering, dispatching, delivering, or supplier. Where system is using supplier. So order placed by phone, internal accounts department, use of local courier service, inventory management with the component supplier. So here he is using D option. 55. Which of the following is not a benefit of big data analytics? Improved decision making. Yes, is a benefit. Greater focus on customer needs and wants. Yes. Increased security of data. Product innovation. Product innovation was there. Security was the issue that you need to check the 4C veracity. Which two of the following are artificial intelligence technologies? Can you identify artificial? Wireless speaker is artificial technology. Driverless car, robotic cars, and voice recognition like Siri software in your iPhone. So let's move towards chapter 5. Chapter 5 is about stakeholders. What is meant by stakeholder? Only owners? What else? Who should be the important stakeholder of organization? To whom organization should give a priority? Who should be the important stakeholder that organization need to give a priority to? While making a decision, they should consider him first. Owner of the company. Being a manager, you need to consider shareholder first. No, you should always consider customer first. If there are customer, your shareholder will be there. If there are no customer, even shareholder will be gone. They will not maintain their investment in your company. That's why while making a decision, you have to consider best of customer first. If you are going to introduce new product, you need to focus on customer, whether he will be willing to buy this or not. He will prefer this product or not. If you are going to set a price for your product, always see whether customer can buy on this price or not. Rather than I'm having so much profit in this price or set this price, no. Whether customer will buy on this price or not. If he will not buy, you will not be making profit. In all your decision, the main focus should be on putting customer first. He is your main bread and butter. Your shareholder is not paying you being an employee. Customer is paying you. If there are customer, everybody will pay. If there are no customer, nobody will pay. After that, you need to consider shareholder because they are the owner of the organization. After shareholder, you need to consider the supplier, the person who is supplying you goods that you can supply to the customer. And after that, you need to consider best of management. And after that, you need to consider your employees. And these are the primary stakeholder of the business. Without them, business is nothing. And there are some other extra secondary stakeholder like government, taxation department, financial institution. Who are financial institution? Who are financial institution? That provide you finance, bank, general public. And to general public, there are different organizations, there are different bodies like environmental bodies, corruption control body, child bureau to control child labor. Those bodies, even media group are called public group, are pressure groups, including media. Even your local community where you are operating your business is also your stakeholder. How a local community is your stakeholder? The definition of stakeholder is a person or group of person, mean individual or group of individual who can affect the organization or can be affected by the activities of organization are called stakeholder. A person, a group of person who can affect or can be affected by the organization are called its stakeholder. If we define it, a person or group of person, a person or group of person who can affect or affected by the organization are called its stakeholder. Or we can say a person or group of person who can influence or influenced by the activities of organization are called its stakeholder. And all these people either can affect the organization or can be affected by the organization. Why we are studying these stakeholders? If we are going to manage our business, we need to consider best for all the stakeholders in making decisions. While making decisions, we shouldn't consider only best for ourselves. No, we need to consider best for all the stakeholders. if you are taking a decision against any of the stakeholder, his support will be stopped. And if any stakeholder support is stopped to your business will not be survived. That's why while making a decision, you have to consider best for all the stakeholder. You shouldn't ignore any of the stakeholder. Otherwise, might be you have taken the decision against that stakeholder. His support will not be there. Without stakeholder support, your business cannot survive. And these stakeholders are supporting you for their benefits as well. If you stop providing benefit to any of the stakeholders, they will not support you. And if they will not support you, your business will not survive. Anybody in the world, if he, she is supporting you for their benefit, except your mother. Even your father supporting you is supporting you for his benefit. What's the benefit of your father? You will support him in future after becoming qualified, earning money. Anybody, if supporting you now, is supporting you for their benefit until you are providing their benefit to them, they will support you. Otherwise, they will stop supporting you. What customer want from the business? What customer want from the business? What customer want from the business? High quality, low cost product. Our customer want value for money. Mean whatever money I'm spending, give me that value, mean that quality. If I'm paying you high money, give me high quality. If I'm paying you low money, okay, that's fine. Pay me low quality. High quality, low cost. What shareholder want from the business? Shareholder want from the business high profit, mean dividend. The part of profit that is paid to shareholder is called dividend. Also, they want a high share price. Also, they want you should not make risky investment. The money you are investing somewhere is not of your, it's of mine. So please don't make risky investment. Always invest where there are low risk. What supplier want from the business? What supplier want from the business? On time payments. Continue buying because his sale will be maintained. And he want ethical treatment. Ethical treatment means I'm giving you product on credit, means supporting your business. In bad time, you should also support me. If any other supplier has made you an offer, you can buy this product on lesser cost than your supplier. Before moving to the new supplier, first discuss with me. Might be I will be willing to provide you that product on that price. If you are moving to other supplier without discussing with me, you are destroying my business, my life. So please treat me ethically. But management want from business. Basically, but what he want ethical treatment, mean treat me ethically. Don't deceive me because I'm supporting your business, providing you goods on credit. So you need to support me in bad time. Or before moving to other supplier, at least discuss with me, give me a chance so that I can arrange other arrangements. If you move to other supplier, his business will be destroyed. Is that he was supporting you, giving you goods on credit? No. What management want from the business? High bonus. What else? Status, power, career growth. What employee want from the business? High pay, other facilities, and what else? Job security. What government want from the business? High taxation. What else? Business expansion. Because if you will expand your business, the economy will grow. Because if you expand your business, new branches will produce new goods services, also providing high employment opportunities. What else government want? Compliance with law regulations. What bank want from the business? On-time payments of loan as well as interest. What these pressure want from the business, whatever is their purpose, if there is any environmental protection body, they want stop environmental pollution. If there is any child bureau, they want no child labor. If there is anybody to control corruption, they want no corruption in the business. What local community want from the business? Do not affect us. Do not affect us. If your business is in the residential area and due to production, you are producing high pollution, go away from this area to that area where there are no residents. Go and produce there. Because if you are producing high pollution, you are affecting our health, our life. So please do not affect us. We are not affecting you. Please do not affect us. If possible, provide employment opportunities to us. If possible, provide us your goods on a low cost because you are not bearing any transportation cost. If you are a big employer, big company, do not stop your operation here. If you stop your operation here, there will be huge unemployment. Our area will be economically depressed. So being a big employer, please continue your operation in this area, but do not affect us. They are also your stakeholder. Stakeholder could be internal or external. Internal, those are who are inside the business, and external, those who are outside the business. But who are the internal stakeholder? Customer, internal, external. Shareholder, external. Sometimes they are part of management, could be internal. Suppliers, only management and employees are internal. Other are external. Those who are inside the business, internal. Those who are outside the business, called external. There could be some stakeholder called connected stakeholder. Connected. Who are connected stakeholder? External rather than internal. But they are influencing decision making of the organization. They are external, not involved in the decision making, but influencing decision making of the organization. Your key customer could be the connected stakeholder to whom management is considering while making a decision. Your major shareholder will be the connected stakeholder, though external, but management is considering his voice while making a decision. Who else? Government could be the connected stakeholder who is influencing decision making of the organization. Financial institution could be the pressure groups, could be the connected mean external, but are influencing decision making of the organization. Is that even key supplier without whom you have no survival? Like your name is Dell, you are producing computers, and to run your computers, you need a window from Microsoft supplier. Without Microsoft Windows, your hardware is useless. If there are any policy of Microsoft, you need to consider while making a decision. So key supplier will also be connected stakeholder. Okay, let's see. So stakeholder could be internal, those who are within the organization, employee managers, what they want, we have discussed. Stakeholder could be external, who are external, community at large, general public, environmental pressure groups, governments, trade union. What is trade union? Group of employees is called trade union. Means sometimes employees made a group so that they can protect their rights from the employer. So that group of employee is called trade union to protect the rights of employees. Employees within the organization, but trade union outside the organization. Who are connected, that are external but influencing decision making, major shareholder, key customer, key supplier, are bank, finance providers. What they want, we have discussed. Stakeholder could be primary or secondary, those who affect the organization most. These are primary. Those who can less affect the organization are called secondary. Those who can most affect the organization. Customer. Government can affect government businesses rather than private businesses. If you are compliant with law, regulation, paying tax, government cannot affect you. But if you are operating in a highly regulated industry, then government can affect you through law regulation. Otherwise, normally government have focus on government organization rather than private businesses. Because there are millions of private businesses. So government will not be able to affect them. So stakeholder could be primary, secondary. Now, while making a decision, management need to consider best of all stakeholder. But it's not that much easy. While considering best of one stakeholder, you might be affecting best of other stakeholder. If one stakeholder best is affecting other stakeholder best, this will be called stakeholder conflicts. If shareholder want more return, how you can provide them more return? Through high profitability. How you can generate high profitability? By increasing selling price. If you want to increase selling price, this will affect the best of your customer. But customer is also your main stakeholder. You don't want to affect the customer. Then how you can increase profit? By reducing cost. If you try to reduce cost by redundanting, mean removing some of the employees from the job, you'll be having conflict with the trade union as well as employees. If you try to cut cost by changing supplier, you will be having conflict with the existing supplier. So this is called conflict of interest, stakeholder conflict. Though while making a decision, you have to consider best for all stakeholder. But while taking best for all or one stakeholder will also be affecting best of other stakeholder. Like employees versus manager. If employee want to reduce cost, a manager want to reduce cost, like paying lesser to the employee or removing some of the employees from the job, there will be a conflict. Customers versus shareholder for high profitability. General public versus shareholder. I mean, if you want to control the pollution, what is pollution? CO2 emission that is producing from your production. How you can reduce CO2 emission? By controlling the production level. And if you produce less, your profit will be less, sale will be less. This can affect your shareholder return. Are managers versus shareholder, because manager want high bonus. If there will be high bonus, expenses will be more, profit will be lesser. So this also having effect between managers and shareholders. How to resolve this conflict? We can resolve this conflict by considering Mendelow matrix. What is Mendelow matrix? According to Mendelow, while making a decision, you need to consider your stakeholder according to their influence in the organization. You need to consider the stakeholder more in making a decision making, who is having more influence in the organization. And those stakeholders who are having less influence, you need to consider them less. And the influence of stakeholder is equal to power of stakeholder to affect the organization into interest of stakeholder within the organization operations. Some stakeholders are having high power in organization and some stakeholders are having low power in organization. Who are having high power to influence the organization? Shareholder, management. Employees having high power or low power? Low power. Supplier having high power, low power. Nowadays, we are having so many suppliers around the world. We can take suppliers from China if a local supplier is not willing. So low power. Government high power, low power. High. Pressure groups. High power. Local community, low power. In the similar manner, some stakeholders are having a high interest in the organization activities and some are having low interest. Employees are having high interest or low interest? Employees, high interest, their life is attached to the organization. Management, high interest. Government, government take interest in public sector organization rather than private, low interest. Local community, low interest. Customer, individual customer, low interest. Major customer might be having high interest. Supplier, high interest because his business is attached to your business. So while making a decision, you need to consider influence of stakeholder, and influence is equal to power of stakeholder and interest of stakeholder in organization activities. And power could be either high, low. Interest could be either high, low. And by using this power interest matrix, we have arrived to a 2 into 2 matrix. Those stakeholders who are having a high power and high interest in the organization will be called key players. High power, high interest. Who are those? Key customer, mean major customer, major shareholder, mean who is having a large investment in the business, and management as well as pressure groups. Having a high power and high interest in the organization. While making a decision, you have to consider them first. What they want, you must provide them. If you are not providing their interest, they can destroy your organization. They are your main player, main stakeholder, core stakeholder. Without them, you are nothing. You will not survive. So while making a decision, you have to consider their best first on priority. In fact, these are the reason to make a decision. And those stakeholders who are having low power and low interest in the organization will be called minimal effort. Who are there? Local community, and individual customer. having low power, low interest. He cannot influence organization alone. And even individual customer is buying any one product, he is not considering how this product has been produced, what is going in the organization. No, never. So what you need to do with them at the end of decision, you need to consider them as well. If you are not providing their best, at least avoid making a decision against them. And those stakeholders who are having high power but low interest in the organization will be called keep satisfied. Who are they? Government. Who are they? Bank. Who are they? Minority shareholder. Not a major. Minority shareholder who have just invested money for taking a return. You need to keep them satisfied. You need to pay tax to the government. You need to comply with the law regulation. You need to pay loan and interest to the bank. You need to pay return to the shareholder so that they should be satisfied in their box. If you are not satisfying them, like not paying tax, not complying with law regulation, not paying return to them, their interest will be awakened. And with vague interest, their interest will be high, they will become key player and they will affect you. Those stakeholders who are having high interest in organization activities, what is going, how it is going, but having low power to influence, will be called keep informed. Who are they? Employees and suppliers. You need to inform them about what decision you have made and why you have made that decision. Especially when you have made decision against them. You need to inform them why you have made that decision so that they should be informed and stay in their box. If you are not informing them due to ambiguity, they will be combined together. After having combination, they will be having a high power and they can become a key player and can affect your business. So high power, high interest, who are those? Key players. Low power, low interest. High interest, low power. High interest, low power. Keep informed. Low power, high interest. Keep informed. High power, low interest. Low interest, high power. Again, keep satisfied. Keep satisfied. How business can avoid interest, conflict of interest between stakeholder by using Mendelow matrix. Can you understand this Mendelow matrix? Chapter finish. Oh my. Is that too short? MCQ number 1. Which of the following statement is correct? Internal stakeholders have little influence over the way an organization is run. Are they having little influence or more influence? Especially management is having more influence. The need and expectation of managers and employees will always tend to be the same as they are both internal stakeholders. Are their needs and wants the same? No, employees want job security, other facilities, while managers want status power as well. Yeah, their needs are different. So which option is correct? Number 2, which of the following would not be described as connected stakeholder? Who are connected? External. Who is not external? Employees, yes. Key customer, key supplier, major shareholder, all are connected stakeholder, mean external but influencing decision making. Number 3, APLC has a large number of shareholders. Mean companies having so many shareholders. The largest is H. and the major shareholder is H, a pension company. Different companies also invest in other companies. H owns 35% of A's share capital. A is a 35% shareholder of the company. None of the other shareholders own more than 10% of the share capital each. Other having less than 10% investment in company. H is the majority shareholder. H has stated that it is happy with A's strategy. Why, how business is running, he is happy. No interest with running of the business. And dividends and has no intention of intervening in A. Company is paying him so much dividend and he is not going to affect the organization. He is happy. But being a major shareholder, he's having high power. Whether his interest is low or high. Low. If he is happy, he's not taking any interest of why it is going, why this is going. So his interest is low because he is not focusing on what is going on. But being a major shareholder, his power is high. If A prepares Mendelow matrix, which quadrant would H fall into? High power, low interest. High power, low interest. Keep satisfied, keep informed. Keep informed, information or interest. Keep satisfied, he's having high power, but low interest, you need to provide them what they. See again. High power, but low interest. High interest they are having interest, what is going on, how it is going on. So you need to inform them about your decision because their interest is high. They are taking interest in things. If their interest is low, you just need to keep them satisfied by what they want, providing them. So here, who is he? Keep satisfied. Sure. Because high power, being a major shareholder 35%, but not taking interest in the organization because he's happy with everything, not trying to intervene, affect. Number 4, using Mendelow's matrix, a stakeholder who has low interest and high power would be classified as same, keep satisfied. Is it fine? This answer is wrong. Put that keep satisfied. Now moving towards MCQs from KIT. Employees are dash stakeholder, while finance providers are dash stakeholder. Where is internal, either A or D? Is that a finance provider supplier? No. So finance provider could be connected. External, who is influencing decision making. Stakeholder can be classified in several different ways, including primary, external, connected, secondary. Which two categories would pressure groups usually included within? Either pressure groups external, either pressure groups are external or internal. External. Primary, connected, or secondary? Secondary. So 2 and 4 option. Why not A, B? Because they are not primary. 59. A is a large company whose shares are owned by a large number of individual investors who do not wish to engage with company's decision making. Shareholders do not wish to engage within Decision making means they are having low interest, but shareholder always having high power. Despite having full rights to do so, when using Mendelow matrix, this stakeholder group would be classified as the similar we have covered. High power, low interest. 60, a company is using a communication strategy aimed at explaining the rationale behind his action to the stakeholder. Means they want to explain why we have made the decision, because might be a stakeholder having high interest. Using Mendelow matrix, these stakeholder would be categorized as minimal effort. No, they should be categorized as keep informed rather than minimal effort, because their interest is high. That's why you are going to explain them why you have made that decision. The rational mean reason behind the decision. 61. The interest of customers and shareholders can often appear to conflict. For example, in the quality of goods and services, customer want high quality, and through high quality, cost will be higher, profit will be lower. Is this a statement true or false? In case of quality of goods, customer and shareholder will be having conflict. True. True. Because the best of shareholder will be affected if you want to provide best of customer. 62. According to Mendelow, which of the following is an appropriate approach to take towards the stakeholder who have low power and low interest? Minimal effort. Simple. And finish. That is for today. It's fine. Next week we will start chapter 6. Chapter 6, 7, 8 will be linked together. So see you next week. Online students, you there?